Hey guys, you're watching WWE Aftershock. We're talking about all the cool WWE pay-per-views thanks to the WWE Network, only $9.99 every month.
You're too excited.
Well, yes, because we're on the road to Wrestlemania now. We're only one month away.
That's not what I mean. You have too much energy for being at 10 a.m. And I've been up since 7, even earlier than that.
Yes, but this is pretty cool. So now we're going to be talking about WWE Fastlane. And before we start with the Fastlane actual review of it...
I actually stayed up the whole time.
Yes, you actually did. So now that's why Paige is here to give us her expert opinions on it too.
Because usually I work at 6 a.m. the Sunday morning, and obviously I die by the time of pretty much the main event. That's when I'm dead to sleep. I'm good in the beginning half, start falling, dead at the main event. So it's the first time I actually survived the main event.
Yes. But anyways, before we start with the actual pay-per-view, let's talk real quickly about the title presentation, or whatever you want to call it, of Fastlane, that just randomly has Eva Marie with the...
She's useless.
Whatever you call those things.
The flags.
The flags to, I thought that's like a special kind of, like racing flags or something.
Checkered flag.
There you go, checkered flags to announce, like, I guess,
to
the
go.
races and
okay,
everything.
to get the damn point.
Yeah, but why? Just why, you know, like...
Well, she's just become like a model to them. She's on Divas, but she doesn't do much. I remember last time I saw her on Divas was her boobs popped or something like that. They were leaking.
Implants.
Implants were leaking. That was the last time, and she couldn't wrestle, so she got those fixed. And that was the last time I remember seeing her. And then again, she was training. I guess her boobs were fixed, and and she was training again, but she was very bad at the training, and she wasn't keeping up with it. And all the other girls like Paige and Naomi and I don't know if the Bella twins were talking about it, but they were saying, why is she even here if she can't wrestle? And I guess from what you told me, she's only in NXT wrestling, and she's pretty bad at that too.
Yeah, she keeps botching her moves, and people are saying that sooner or later she's going to injure someone if she keeps botching the moves.
So I guess she's just like pretty much the model for or WWE or the Divas, and that's all she is to WWE. Is just pretty much a model and doing nothing. She goes to meet and greets, but
it's like she's not. And then like they put this commercial for like because in case you guys haven't noticed, the WWE website has a new design and everything. So at the beginning you see The Rock there, and it's like bigger, and then you see Eva Marie bolder, and I'm like, why? Well, she's not a big star.
Okay, let's move past her and her uselessness.
Exactly. And just real quick for people that were thinking about like she does nothing and she's in Fastlane. No, she's not in the actual Fastlane. It was just that the
commercials. The promotion, stuff like that. And I just thought it was stupid after a while. It's annoying.
Yeah. So let's start with that.
Why not use Paige? Why not use like Brie or Charlotte or like any of the divas like Naomi? Like, geez, use one of them.
Someone is actually there, you know. Okay, so let's start off with the
pre-game. The post. I'm not post. Pre-game.
Or the kickoff show, yes. This match is kind of disappointing though, people. I mean, it was good, but people were disappointed that it was just in the kickoff as opposed to the actual pay-per-view. But yes, it's Callisto.
2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE United States Championship. Callisto versus Alberto Del Rio.
Yes. Alberto Del Rio versus Callisto.
That's why I'm white, not Hispanic. I can't roll my R's.
Sometime before Callisto defeated Alberto Del Rio, won the title, and unfortunately the very next day, Alberto Del Rio got it back thanks to the League of Nations. And I was so pissed off. It was like a one-day title reign.
And the thing is, I don't have cable to watch. I could watch it on Hulu, but I choose not to. But I didn't know Callisto won it back later.
He won it back. So now this is like the third match decided, and yes, like Paige said, it's
2 out of 3 falls.
Now this is interesting.
Pinfall or submission.
Yes. Or disqualification, yeah, as we found out today. But the cool thing is that Alberto Del Rio had a battle plan. You know, like first off,
weaken him by cheating.
Yes, he hit him with a steel chair, which automatically disqualified him, and people were saying, well, he screwed himself over because he already won. He lost like the first round. The first round goes to Kallisto. But since Kallisto got hit by the chair, he is in such bad shape now, and Alberto Del Rio kept smacking him around like outside the ring, into the steps and the stuff, and more with the chair and whatever, that he couldn't do anything. He hit him with his finisher, or whatever the hell that bison stomp thing is called, and bam. Now he did the pinfall for the second,
and
so now they're
Alberto
tied.
won.
Yes, Alberto won, and also Callisto is now in very, very bad shape. Would look like it would be very easy for Alberto Del Rio to win, but somehow Callisto still managed to get out of it. He still managed to avoid his super. He still managed to do his Salida del Sol.
Well, he is small and lively.
Yeah, and fast and everything. And in the end, Callisto did win, and I'm sorry, but I forgot how he won. I think it was some kind of reversal move where Alberto had him, but somehow Del Rio did something.
I didn't really care too much about this
smacked
one.
him face first. Well, I just kind of care more because I wanted to see Callisto still keep his title.
I
don't make him lose it.
Because Alberto, See?
Alberto Del Rio is annoying. But, so Callisto did win.
And Alberto was trying to dishonor Callisto by trying to remove the luchador mat.
The mask, yeah.
Yeah. Luchadora. Is it Dora?
No, just luchador.
Mm-hmm. Luchador.
Yeah, luchador would be female, but I don't know there's that many female wrestlers in the lucha thing. I don't know.
How would I know? I'm not an expert.
But anyways, Callisto won. So everyone in the crowd lucha. Okay. So now for the actual fast lane.
Tag team match, Divas. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Team Bad Naomi and Tamina.
Yes, so basically Sasha Banks decided that she's badass enough to go out on her own. The Naomi and Tamina took it the wrong way, and they tried to cheat and help her win. I forgot who she was fighting at that time, but it was Becky. They tried to help by cheating. Sasha stopped him and said, no, I could beat him without your cheating. And he took it the wrong way and he started ganging up on her. And then Becky helped her, even though they were fighting against each other. And, Becky said, okay, we don't like each other, whatever, but they're going to come after you and they're coming after me. Let's team up and go.
I think they get the point. They know.
I know, I'm saying up the story.
How much they set up the story before the match. They hate each other, but then they sided each other because they hate Naomi and Tamina more. There you go. That could have been simple like that. So they become a tag team, and when they begin, they were at each other's throats in a way, but then they settled down and started fighting as an actual team, and Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks actually won.
Yes.
See, that's how you get the point out.
Okay. And unfortunately, Becky just seems to be always like the weaker one. She keeps it go down a lot easier.
Yeah, and then she disappears for like 20 minutes whenever you need, Sasha needs her the most.
They threw her ass out and everything. But then near the end, when Sasha Banks finally did get into the match and beat up everyone and everything, and she grabbed, I think it was Tamina. She grabbed Tamina in the bank statement. It was a cool move. She jumped off the rope, smacked her or something, and then used that same move to do the bank statement on her. And whenever Naomi was going to try to cheat, now Becky would come
randomly comes in.
Yeah, and grabs her with the disarmer move.
It's like, where does she come from?
Yeah, and they're both stuck in a submission, and of course they both won. And the thing that I like is that it ended good because everyone was predicting, okay, they'll probably win, but at the end Sasha's going to, backstab her too or something. But no, they shook hands, they raised their hands up in victory together, and that was pretty cool. And then we'll see what happens if it's looking to hang her down after this, or I don't know. The one thing I just want to say real quick is that in wrestling, sometimes when the bad guys, in Sasha's case she's a bad guy, but people just love her so much, sometimes they kind of turn goodish because the fans love them so much, so we'll see.
Next match is singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. And Kevin Owens was obviously the champ of it, and he defended his title and kept it. But Ziggy is not really that strong. Well, I remember whenever I was first introduced to him, he was like one punch and then he's down. I guess he's getting stronger, but still, he's still a weak one.
It was a pretty decent match, but honestly speaking, I just don't really see Dolph Ziggler defeating Kevin Owens, so I kind of saw it coming. It was so. I mean, yeah, there was some good back and forth, and I honestly don't remember too much details about it. I'm sure if you're a Kevin Owens fan, you probably loved it and all that good stuff. I think Kevin Owens did do the infamous pump up power bomb on him and beat him that way, but that's all I can remember. It was a decent match, but from the get-go, I didn't really see Ziggy beating him, so it's as expected.
You know? I don't care for Kevin Owens. I kind of wish the title keeps bouncing from Kevin Owens to like anybody else. Went like Kevin Owens to someone else, and Kevin Owens back to Kevin Owens and someone else, and back to Kevin Owens, and he can't keep it for too long. It seems he keeps losing it. I don't.
And now he's like shoving it into like the commentators' faces and stuff.
Yeah, he dropped it on a table. I'm like, what the heck is he doing? I thought he was gonna pick up a mic and be like, "See, I can do it," but then he just walked out. I'm like, what the heck was that? But anyway, I kind of wish someone else won it, but then I don't know. Ziggy wasn't really like the winner.
Yeah.
6-man tag team match. Big Show, Kane, Ryback versus the Wyatt family, which is Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman, with Bray Wyatt as their main bad guy. It's like freaking Bray Wyatt is just like throwing out his little minions to fight for him. It's like the big boss.
Because it would have been, 4 against 3 if he wasn't.
Well, it could have been like Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman and like Eric Rowan, I can't ever say his damn name, but it could have been that way, but I guess let his little minion fight, so he doesn't have to get his fingers dirty.
Yes. So now, it's kind of weird. It's basically, they ganged up on Big Show before, they ganged up on Kane for a while during that whole Kane Undertaker thing, and they start ganging up on Ryback, so all 3 of them, like, got together for this team.
I was surprised. I could see Big Show and Kane going against teaming up together, but Ryback, I was surprised about Ryback, but when stuff happens, I guess they put their rivalry behind them and fight together. So it was pretty cool hearing Big Show say, chanting "Feed Me More," or chanting his name, Ryback, and I don't know if Kane really rooted for anybody, but it was cool It was cool seeing Big Show actually root for Ryback. It was actually pretty honorable.
Yeah.
See, they'll put their bad stuff aside and team up if it's against someone they hate too.
And it's also the first time in a long time that when Big Show walked down, people were actually cheering for him instead of booing and all that. And so so I guess Big Show's like back to being a good guy now and everything. But whatever.
For now,
but
authority comes back, really.
Yeah, but it was a pretty cool match, though. People were disappointed. Like when I heard, they were like, "Oh my God, it's like a mess." They just throw these people together. But no, it was a pretty good match. I like to see Ryback kicking ass. Of course, Big Show got a face off with Strowman for a while there. Kane did some damage, although Kane kind of sort of went down. But I think he's probably like the oldest of all of them and everything, so he's kind of prone to that.
The funny thing is, at the end of the match, it was like a mess of bodies everywhere. I'm like, who the heck? Because I'm like half on the computer, half doing whatever, and half watching it to keep me awake. I'm like, who the heck is tagged in?
Like the legal man.
Yeah, legal man, because it was like bodies everywhere.
Yeah. Now there's one thing that's kind of weird that happened too, that usually the cameras are faster to pick it up, So like at the end of the match, I think I forgot. I think it was probably Ryback was fighting against one of them. I don't know. One of them. They were fighting. It was these 2 in the ring, and the match was almost ending. And you actually hear the commentator be like, "Oh my God, he laid out Bray Wyatt," without us actually seeing it. We still see, just Ryback in the ring, and then of course they pinned and they won, and they were talking about he used that distraction to win. So I'm like, well, what's going on? Because there's all this action going on outside the ring too. They were trying to, the good guys were trying to keep the bad guys from the usual cheating or trying to break the pin or whatever, but we didn't see that. So it wasn't until the replay that actually showed that I think Big Show smacked one of them, Big Show or Kane, one of them smacked Bray Wyatt out of his chair before he could do anything. He was going to get up and cheat, but he smacked him. So that was a weird thing that happened that we only got to see on the replay. and not when it was happening live. Because like I said, usually they're better at that. They're quicker to react to, I guess, aim the camera where it's supposed to be seen. But that was so weird that when they're fighting and you just randomly hear, they took out Bray Wyatt, oh my god! I'm like, you know, like it was off camera, so weird. But I am glad that the replay showed it. But yes, bottom line, Big Show, Kane, and Ryback won, and the Wyatts are gone. And what do you think of? Well, yes, I'll be back. What do you think of Ryback's new, like, more simpler outfit? That was random. Okay.
Well, it's been a while, so the people probably seen it anyway. I've seen it on Instagram. His mantees. Mm-hmm. Only his mantees now.
Yes. Well, this is his first pay-per-view with the new outfit.
Mantees.
So, yeah.
With his mantees. Mm-hmm. His Wrestle mantees. Now it's another Divas match. Actually doing 2 Divas matches per
pay-per-view now.
Pay-per-view. This one was for the Divas Championship, which was Charlotte with her father just standing inside, being a man.
Being a nuisance, I guess.
I was going to say man pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all he is now. He's cheating for her and not taking pride. And he against Brie Bella by... It is. I can't talk right now. Charlotte and Ric Flair defeated Brie Bella by submission. I am dumb today.
But the thing is that it was a big deal with Brie Bella. They're trying to make a big deal. They're trying to bring her personal life into it. Daniel Bryan did retire some time ago, which personally, like I said, I'm glad because he does have a serious neck condition here. And as much as the fans like, I always say the same thing. I would rather see him go out and be good and healthy than still be in the ring and risk like a fatal injury that he really will be like quadriplegic or something for the rest of his life, you know. So it's good to be retired while he can still do stuff. And of course, Nikki had some kind of neck injury, which I am still...
It's like, it was super rare to happen, and everybody was surprised that it actually happened. Something was fractured in her neck that would never be fractured. That's what someone told us.
Yeah, so she's still recovering and everything. So, like, Charlotte tried to shove that into Brie's space, like, try to, like, instead of fighting me, you know, be a better sister, stay home and take care of Nikki, and be a better wife and stay home and take care of Daniel Bryan or whatever, and all that. But no, the match is still on. The match is still on. You know she was not going to forfeit. So anyways, the match started. It was pretty strong. It's probably one of Brie's, like, best matches. She really did pull out all the stops.
I wanted her to win.
Yes,
even though it would be back, like, the championship would be back with the Bella Twins. But I think Brie is a little bit more...
A bit more honorable than
Nikki.
And yeah, she just comes off like not as sleazy as Nikki was. And
even though they cheated, she helped cheat.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always go with the excuse that because Nikki told her to or Nikki forced. I don't know. But another thing is that, well, now this kind of shows Brie in a more honorable light, and of course Charlotte's just so annoying with her dad cheating that you just kind of wanted to lose the title too.
See, he's being dishonorable now.
Yeah, and okay, so the big thing is that now she's doing the Daniel Bryan yes kicks and everything, but the big thing was at the end, and it was, I really want her to win. She grabbed Charlotte in the yes lock, and there was nowhere to go, and I mean, she was too far from the ropes or anything. Ric Flair was right there, but he was like the referee was like in front of him. If Ric Flair did anything at all, he would see it, and they would be disqualified, like, you know, for once. And it was just so funny because, I mean, the Ric Flair could do nothing. All he could do is just stand there and watch his daughter lose and everything. And you know, it would have been so epic, and it was so close, but Charlotte just wouldn't tap. And the thing is, also earlier during the match, Brie did like a drop kick off the top rope, and I guess she landed wrong, so it messed up her leg. So it left her kind of sensitive there. So Charlotte was able to break free from the yes lock and then grab Brie Bella with the figure 8, what she called it, figure 8 leg lock, which of course hurts more now, and she did it on the bad leg on purpose, as you know she would. So of course that was too much pain for Brie Bella, and Brie Bella did tap out, but it was just so disappointing. Like that was like the most perfect moment there for her to win in front of Ric Flair's face, seeing his own daughter fail like that. Like, oh man, wouldn't that have been so awesome? You actually said that Brie should have been like, flipping him off or something during that scene, but I guess Charlotte's still the champ, and we'll see what happens with Brie. I did hear that Brie Bella, throughout her history, you can correct me if I'm wrong, she's never actually been a champion. It's always been Nikki Bella that's been the champion, or maybe they've been tag team champions in the past or whatever, but she herself has never been the champion. There are rumors that Brie Bella might retire sometime this summer, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure what that means for Nikki or not, but the thing is, I really want, at least for a short time or whatever, I really want Brie Bella to at least win the title at least once throughout her career before she retires. And this match actually made her like her more and appreciate her more instead of always like hating her because, oh, the Bellas, whatever. This match kind of changed my mind. And, I mean, she just really had a lot of heart in the match, so that was pretty cool. So, what's next?
AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho singles match.
Yes.
Which I didn't care about this at all.
And, well, this started out, we all saw that AJ Styles, people corrected me, he's from TNA and not from NXT like I thought. He was in the Royal Rumble. He fought against Chris Jericho and beat him on Raw, SmackDown, one of those. And they had another rematch, and Chris Jericho beat him, and now they want like another rematch. And after Chris Jericho like saying no, he convinced him to do it, but like in Fastlane, you know. So it was a pretty good match. It was kind of sort of, you know, I'm sorry for all you guys out there. I just never really seen TNA, so I'm not a big fan of AJ Styles. I know you guys are like, oh my god, but I just, you know, and Chris Jericho, whatever. So I didn't really care that much about this match as the others, but it was a pretty good fight. The ending was pretty intense with Chris Jericho trying to get him in the walls of Jericho, and he still escaped and everything, and Styles grabbed him in the Styles Clash, and he, you know, Jericho still like kicked out of it and everything. So it was a pretty cool move, and at the end of the day, he grabbed Jericho in his own submission, well, not his own, but in whatever AJ Styles submission hold is called, you guys can correct me. And it was pretty cool because Jericho was really fighting. He was really fighting. He was really struggling. He would, like, raise his hand, but, like, stop himself from tapping and, like, keep it up. And he would do it, like, for a while until finally, well, that's too bad. He just had to tap out and everything. And you know, AJ Styles won. But I did like that struggle, though. I did like that he did just tap out right away. And he was really fighting for it. And in the end, Chris Jericho actually extended the hand and shook hands with AJ Styles. And, of course, Chris Jericho has a very long-running fame within the WWE. So for AJ Styles to beat him, that already starts him on the right path of becoming an up-and-coming, you know, big-name superstar for WWE. So we'll see what happens as time goes on.
2 stupid matches before the main thing.
Yeah.
Pointless matches.
Yeah, at this point, I think, like, there was a whole hour
like
left.
Filler.
There was a whole hour left, and that was like, yeah.
It's filler. The next one is Curtis Axel versus RTruth. And,
yeah.
it's stupid. It didn't last too long. It lasted less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty short. Basically, the whole social outcast thing with Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, Curtis Axel, and Heath Slater. I guess they give them a chance to do something. And the stupid thing is that Heath Slater still doesn't do anything. I told Paige that he's basically like the male version of Eva Marie. He only appears in like the background, like when there's like locker room stuff. He only appears in the locker room area or in the, I guess, cafeteria. The very few scenes we see there in the cafeteria. He doesn't do anything. And he's with them now. He still doesn't do anything because they always choose one to go up. In this case, it was Curtis Axel. So yeah, Curtis Axel is fighting. He still has not done anything. So he's just there to be there. He's like the worst filler ever. But yeah, it was him fighting against RTruth. And I even told Paige it feels like we're watching Raw or SmackDown. I mean, this is pay-per-view. You know, for people that don't have the network, you're paying $50 for this. You're not going to pay $50 to see Curtis Axel fight against RTruth. And what happened is that Goldust had been trying for this month to become his tag team partner in these little skits here, and RTruth keeps turning him down. So Goldust comes in to kind of help him keep the other guys from cheating. And what messed things up is that Goldust grabbed Adam Rose and threw him into the ring like to get him out of the way, but that distracted RTruth. RTruth had to jump out of the way, and that's when Curtis Axel scored the win. So I guess woohoo for Curtis Axel winning, but you know, whatever. And did they show the segment there? Because that's not like an actual match.
Nope. They didn't have it.
Okay, that's not an actual match. There's also a little time waster filler here with Christian and Edge promoting their stupid new show, The Reeks of Awesomeness. I'm sorry if you're their fan, but it's a waste of time. And they actually showed the first episode after the pay-per-view, so you can watch it.
And that's why I was falling asleep.
Yes. So, did you read the New Day? They kind of jabbed at each other. I thought the New Day was actually going to fight in this, to protect their titles or whatever, but no. So, they talked, they joked and whatever. Then they started insulting the League of Nations. League of Nations showed up, and they just left, and it was a waste of time. It was weird. And the League of Nations didn't do anything. Of course, they can't attack Edge or Christian because they're both, injured in a way that they can't take that kind of stuff anymore. It was just weird. And they were just... I feel bad for Rusev, Sheamus, and Barrett just asked to come out in the ring, stay there, and do nothing, and that's it. I mean, at least Alberto Del Rio fought, but whatever.
Alberto.
Yeah. And, like Paige said, it was filler. It was like a whole hour left, and I was thinking to myself, well, the main event can't last that long. What were they going to do? And that's what they did, filler. So, what's next?
The last one, which is the main event, triple threat match to determine the number 1 contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania number 32. It was Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar.
But you gotta say it right.
No.
You know the right way to pronounce Brock Lesnar.
Screw you.
Oh, good. Anyways, okay, so the big thing about this was, of course, the whole brothers thing. We've seen how Reigns and Ambrose were good friends and helping each other out. They were tag teams a lot and all that good stuff. And the thing about this match is that sooner or later they have to attack each other because... it's a triple threat match. Only one can win. Only one can go to WrestleMania to face Triple H. So, So basically the match started like what you thought, that you would expect. Brock Lesnar basically took them both to Suplex City. And,
we didn't count.
Yeah, we lost count. There was a lot of suplexes.
We didn't even start counting.
Yeah, I counted, but he already did like 2 or 3 by the time I started counting. It was a lot. But, Dean Ambrose, I'm trying to remember. Ambrose and Reigns did team up on him. They did double team his ass and everything, and they grabbed him not that way.
Literally, just repeat what you just said. They double teamed his ass.
Okay, stop. But the funny thing is, they both picked him up and slammed him through the Mexican table or French table, one of them tables, and that kept Brock out of the match for a while. Then they both
forever, unforgotten. They double teamed his ass.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. All I can think of is perverted things.
Okay, stop. They both beat him up at the same time. So, anyways, he
was out of commission for a while, so the two fought against each other.
Yes, but then Brock Lesnar got back up and started to do more stuff, but they grabbed him and they slammed him through the normal American table now.
Well, I'll just say they wrote 2 commentary tables. How
yeah,
about that?
Yeah.
You don't know if it's not being mean to the Mexican table or the American table or the French. You're so specific. You just said, they destroyed 2 commentary tables. How shameful is that?
Yes, but I was joking that they got one more to go. It would have been funny. But no, I think
the second time they buried him underneath the debris.
Oh, yeah, they did. And
they went back to fighting each other.
Brock Lesnar somehow still came back, and it was pretty cool because I think Reigns was trying to pick up Dean Ambrose, but then Lesnar picked them both up and suplexed both of them at the same time. So I was like, damn. And I forgot at the end, they did get Lesnar out again. And then the thing was that Reigns did spear Ambrose and pinned him and won. But the thing I'm seeing here was just a crowd reaction. No one liked Roman Reigns during this whole match. They kept booing the hell out of him. They cheered for Suplex City whenever Lesnar was doing his thing. And there was a time when Reigns and Ambrose were exchanging punches, and every time Dean would punch, it'd be like, ah! And then Reigns would punch him back, woo! And then, yay! Boo! I'm like, wow, they really hate Reigns now. I think that Ambrose just became like the big favorite. Every time he was doing something epic, everybody was cheering like the hell. But when Reigns was doing something, they all just booed the hell out of him.
I do like Roman Reigns, but I think the storylines have been mostly about Roman Reigns, and I think everybody's just getting tired of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns this, Roman Reigns that, so I think everybody's getting tired of it, and they want someone new. And they don't get to see Dean Ambrose get anything higher than the Intercontinental Championship. So they probably want to see him actually go against Triple H rather than just Roman Reigns like usual, or even more usual is freaking Brock Lesnar, because you expect Brock Lesnar to win, and it'd be something, you expect either Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar to win, and it'd be something different if you get Dean Ambrose to win. So I think everybody's rooting for Dean Ambrose, someone new to win the championship. So that's what I think.
At the end when Reigns won, all the people in the front row were all like, whoa, and all that. That was pretty like, geez. And I do understand that due to all the personal stuff they had between Triple H and Reigns also attacking Vince McMahon, all that stuff, I guess it felt more like personal for them to go up against each other at WrestleMania. But after a while, yeah, I was kind of like, I was kind of hoping Ambrose would win. And this is a bad thing. This is the little thing I hate about wrestling for certain matches where everyone's like already expecting, like everyone right off the bat knew that Roman Reigns was going to win because it makes sense for him to go up against Triple H in WrestleMania. But I don't know. They like Paige said, like they should have surprised us and just had like Ambrose won. Who cares if it doesn't, I guess, make sense in the storyline, or if Ambrose doesn't really have any personal beef with Triple H. It's like, just have him win. He was like the favorite there. Or even have Brock win, because I want to see Brock Lesnar take Triple H to Suplex City. Because the thing about...
That way, yeah, I kind of want to see that. But
the thing
I just don't want him to win the championship.
Yeah. But the thing is, I would have liked it because Triple H and them would have kept trying to threaten him and Heyman with the authority bullshit. But the thing is that Brock Lesnar don't give no shits, and he would still take Triple H to Suplex City anyway. But I don't know. I mean, we're fans of Roman Reigns and all that, but I don't know.
You're only a fan today because that's my shirt.
Okay, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe in this case it would have been a bit better if
I had the AJ shirt, the person without the extra baggage down below.
The original AJ. Well, I don't know who came first.
The original AJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least in terms of WWE, AJ Lee came first. But that's the thing, though. So, anyways, what are your general thoughts on Fastlane?
Me. Let me get back to the Fastlane stuff. The only thing I really did care about was like the Divas matches and then the main event. But I haven't been watching wrestling lately because I don't really have cable and I've been lazy on Hulu. I've been watching something completely different and I don't have any motivation to watch Raw, so I don't know anything what's been going on. So, just mostly a Divas match. I was happy Kallisto won. Happy that Becky and Sasha won. I hate Kevin Owens already. It was cool to see the Big Show, Kane and Ryback team up. Screw Charlotte. Brie should have won. AJ Styles, the new AJ with the junk in the front. Chris, I don't care about Chris Jericho because he's before my time. Watching it now. Chris Axel.
Did you just make Curtis asshole?
They're both stupid anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I can't stand RTruth. And then I'm happy Roman Reigns won, but it'd be different to see Dean Ambrose, something different to see him win the chance to go after the championship. Brock Lesnar screw him because he has a championship for a while.
Oh yeah, it was almost year round. Like,
so geez. I don't care for him to win it.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts.
So basically, yeah, it was a good pay-per-view.
Too much filler too.
Yeah. It was a good pay-per-view. I liked both Divas matches. I liked that Callisto still got the title, even though technically that's the kickoff show. You see, that could have been in the pay-per-view, and that would have avoided all the filler. Yeah. That's what happened.
But I don't know. No one really cared about the U.S. title.
But, I don't know. Like, they should have had Chris and whatever his name did. They should have had them promote their new show on the kickoff show. I don't know.
Yeah, flip it over.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like most of the matches. It was pretty cool. The Charlotte versus Brie match was awesome, even though they didn't have the ending I wanted. But it was still pretty cool. And at the end, Triple Threat was pretty intense. It was pretty funny how they threw Lesnar through both commentator tables, even buried him and everything. But, yeah, like I said, as big as a fan I am of Reigns, maybe it would have been kind of cool to have Ambrose win or even Brock Lesnar win, but just not Reigns. Just to be something different, just to really surprise me, because that's what gets me. That's what usually wakes Paige up when she's sleeping near the end. When the unexpected happens, and I'm like, oh my God, The Undertaker came out of nowhere, and you know, like that kind of thing.
Triple H won!
Yeah. Oh, I was so pissed off when he won. I was so pissed off when he won the Royal Rumble. But anyways, guys, that's the whole bottom line thing. We're going to find out what happens for WrestleMania coming out next month. I believe it's next month because that's Fastlane and all that. And, yeah, so anyways, guys, that's the end of this episode of WWE Aftershock. This is Mark Rodriguez here.
Paige.
Yep, and we'll see you in the ring.
This is my house, Paige.
Yes. Which, by the way, I guess Paige is like on vacation or something.
No, she was actually at Wizard World Con out in, I think, Portland. I don't know, but she was at a Wizard World Con with the New Day, but obviously the New Day came back in time for doing nothing except shake their booties around, but they were also at Wizard World. But it'd be so cool to meet her at Wizard World, but I don't know where's the next one. At Wizard World has a lot, I'm promoting Wizard World, but they have a good amount of wrestlers like Paige, obviously New Day was there, they had Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, depends on what city you go to, which city, like there's one in Philly, I don't know if it's one in Pittsburgh, but I know there's one in Philly because Michael J. Fox and the mother, I don't remember her name.
Me neither.
But they're going to be at the Philly Con, but I think Paige is supposed to be there too. But again, if you want to do something fancy, like get an autograph or that, or specifically see her, it does cost a little bit more, like $500 or $100. You have to look at depending on your website. So check it out, Wizard World, and you could maybe meet Paige or Roman Reigns or whoever.
Yeah, and something unexpected also, Chris Arnett, or whoever his name is, from Arrow, was to one of the conventions, and Stardust randomly showed up to throw wire in his face.
That was probably to give back the trophy, and that was again Wizard World. I don't know, I think that might have been the Portland one too, because that was the recent one. So I think that was at the Portland, I don't know, correct me if I was wrong, but they were at that one, and I've seen pictures, but yeah, Stardust went to that. He was all dressed up and everything too.
Yeah. But I was like one of those unexpected surprise kind of things. So anyways, guys, like I said, that wraps it up. And, yeah, so see you all next time. We'll see you in the ring for WrestleMania.